Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys, taking a look at gold. FOMC today was largely a non-event, and that was really reflected in the overall market and in gold. Volatility, of course, but we pretty much just ended right on track of where we were. So, with that in mind, the daily candle for gold is pretty much in line with what we've seen. We saw a daily resistance test of 1512. We held that, and we saw a support test in the area of 1483. Both of those are known support and resistance levels, and we bounced back and forth inside of those, so that just reconfirms their importance, and we'll pay attention to them if and when we get to either of those key levels in the short term. On the daily, pretty much just keeping course. We're still inside this range. We'll try and draw this in more effectively as an actual channel now, because we are getting a little more extended than I would expect to see on a flag. So I'll go ahead and delete my drawing for the flag, and I'm going to keep in these key levels we're looking for as represented by these horizontal lines. So daily time frame, keep it on, keep it on. 4 hour time frame. There's that big volatility in both directions. We see that 483.22 coming into play. We get a low of the day today at 483.22. So it held, 483.32, 10 cents shy of that. And our high today was 1511.50. So about, 55 cents shy of our resistance. So obviously this is the range that we're playing in, and we need to be watching out what's going on. We can try drawing in some trend lines, and I'm just going to connect a couple dots and just use this loose bit of information to try and contain most of my price action. And when I do it this way, yes, we're ignoring these two big candlesticks, but the rest of pretty much everything fits inside this, and we're gonna try and use that and see how that plays out. What's important is we're going to come up against 1512 if we keep this up. So the sooner we get there, the sooner that story is going to be told for us. Paying close attention to this range, see what happens there. Obviously, we have resistance at 1512.05 on the 4 hour, next resistance 1524. We have 4 hour support now, 1483, and we've really thrown a lot of this out the window. So unless we get right back into this trend, we don't have a 4 hour support until way down at, well, let's see here, maybe a little bit. We're going way back, and I don't like to go this far back on the 4 hour. Usually I just jump to my daily time frame, but 1456, and let's do that on the daily time frame. Where's our level there? 1430, 1400. So a long way down should we lose this 4 hour support and break out of this weird channel of volatility. Hourly time frame, a lot of things are thrown out the window today. We're going to rebuild our new short-term trends after today's crazy wild action, currently in an hourly bear flag, which would have us looking for a support test at 1483 in the pretty short order if this continues to break in the current formation and then execute to the downside. If that happens, the previous support levels are what we'll be looking for. Should we break out of that, we'll try to establish an hourly trend and get back up inside this nice happy channel and test that 1512 resist. But other than that, range bound day, and the market just seems to completely shrug off FOMC, and we will check in tomorrow.